Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Millennium Dawn with me, Alpha in Ukraine. So in the previous episode I have spoken a lot about corruption in Ukraine and how it affects the country, in my opinion, how it affected the other countries in the Eastern Bloc. And because I don't have a topic prepared for today, I'm gonna look into the lessons of Tuzla conflict or Tuzla Island conflict after I end this episode and start the next session probably tomorrow. I'm going to play more now. Let's make it a bit more faster and a bit more focused on the game. So the Tuzla conflict is a prerequisite for us to go with the finding of the Ukroboron Prom, which I have absolutely no idea what it is, but we'll see. And the defensive revisionism, which in turn these technologies will lead us to reviving the Ukrainian Navy and the SRDSC, and also new points for UAF. Extra military industry, yeah, we might do that as well. But it depends. I'm mostly interested in the research slot because there's a lot of things that we need to research. After which, I'm not entirely sure what we're gonna go with. I'm thinking that we might go with the EU policies just to get an extra political power. Because it has been really grinding my gears that our corruption is so high and we're probably not getting any more support from any national focuses. So we just have to burn for 150 political power to get it one less step down. Japanese election, Yoshiro Mori re-elected. Well, good for him. Yeah, at least from systematic corruption to widespread corruption. That's gonna further give us extra 5% of tax revenue and give us 2% extra in research. Okay, it will stop lowering the stability as well, which is good. Okay, that's bad. Russia attacks our independence from foreign influence. Sadly, Vladimir Putin, Russia delivered a swift blow to our aspiration to keep foreign meddling out and weaken our sovereignty. Our independence from foreign influence has been reduced. So what does that mean? What does that mean for us? And that's actually a great... Okay, yeah, our independence dropped to 36%. So let's respond in kind. We're gonna say no to corruption for now. We're gonna combat foreign influence, and once we get those extra points, I'm gonna attack the influence from Russia. Yeah, I was so close to saying that we're gonna go and remove the systematic corruption, but... Nice! Okay, so the NATO expansion has happened. Slovakia joins NATO. NATO leadership has today confirmed the accession talks between the NATO member states and Slovakia have concluded successfully, and that the Slovakian military forces would soon be integrated into the common command structure. Romania joined, Latvia joined, Estonia joined, Bulgaria joined, Slovenia joined, and Lithuania joined. And we got the lessons of the Tuzla conflict, which gives us 2 times 50% research bonus for line document. That's actually pretty damn good. That is pretty damn good. So let's go with defensive revisionism or founding the Ukroboron Prom. Well, we have to get both, so let's start with the defensive revisionism. Several events in the past years have shown us that it is time for Ukraine to rethink its defensive strategies. We should consult our general staff to build a new station for our people. New station? Get National Spirit defensive preparations, which grants division defense on core territory plus 25%. That is a damn good bonus. I'm not gonna lie. So, let's attack the influence from Russia. We need to lower that. And, yep, attack the influence from Russia. There goes all of our political power. But their actions deserve a swift response. Okay, we're making almost 5.5 small arms per day. That is much better than the one that we were doing a couple of months ago. I like that. And we're actually having pretty damn good small arms. I actually considered that one of the technologies that we might focus on in the beginning would be better weapons, because that is one thing that we might be capable of doing ourselves. Now, while this one would be a pretty good boost, we're still a bit ahead of time on it. So it would take 704 days. So let's just wait a bit. It could drop to about a half. Yeah, but it would... Well, we're definitely not gonna, get all of these small arms that we need in time to research that one, so it might be good. I'm still considering that if we get our budget in order by either lowering the corruption or getting a bit richer, it might be a good idea to start buying foreign arms like tanks and stuff like that instead of researching them ourselves. So civil war in Afghanistan quiets down. Despite the best efforts by the Afghani armed forces and their Western allies, the Taliban have managed to gain full control of all the major cities, including the capital Kabul. Wait, did they... Oh, why is the game doing that? Is that because I don't know. Okay, so Taliban got all of Afghanistan. Most government officials have gone into hiding or to exile, including the Afghani president Burhanuddin Rabbani, currently residing in the United States. The triumph of the Taliban is sure to increase the frequency of terror attacks in the region and worldwide. Okay. Mohammed Omar. Well, we don't really like him, that's for sure. But he's far, far away. They're still much closer than the Czech Republic. So, okay, we're combating the foreign influence. That should help our... Yep, our independence is now 37%. I think we were at 38 before, but I'm okay with that. And attack influence from Russia. Russia influence in our nation has gone on for far too long. It is time to show our people their true ways and how their hold on our government must be released. Okay, reduce their influence by 4%. I wonder if it's 4% of the 27 or just 4% from total, meaning whether we're gonna lower it by actually 1.5%. So that would lower this influence by 100, that would be like 5 point something, or if it's gonna lower by, well, the total, which I'm not entirely sure how, that would be probably like 500, so then it would be, what, 25? Well, we're gonna see whether it drops to below 100 or below 120. Okay, we've built one of the civilian factories. Nice. So, free to go. Free to go. How's the budget doing? Okay, still holding. Yeah, we're spending a bit more than we're getting, but not much I can do with that, really. Can reform Ministry of Infrastructure. Foreign Policy Initiative. That could actually be one consolidation. Euroscepticism or close-up ties with the EU. So wait, this one requires 10% influence. Okay, this one would give us stability of the regime, which is good, and the EU policies would give us also, so I might do that right after we finish with the last research slot. because that could allow us to give a little stab to the corruption. Bosnian election. Alija Izetbegovic forms new government. Stranka demokratické akcie. Western outlook. Popularity of the government is pretty good. Much better than it was before, so at least that's something worth mentioning. So you guys are already fighting again. Wait. Oh, that's weird. Might be like a rebel situation or something there. Swedish election, okay. Per Anders Gustafsson forms new government with nationalist outlook. Okay. So what about Africa? So the fights in Liberia are still continuing. The Congo War is still going on. Somalia is still fighting. Yeah, the Angolan War is over. So we got 1, 2, 3 wars raging now, and there's something happening in here. I'm not sure what that is, to be quite honest. But, yeah, something is definitely happening there. Okay, did we finish the... Yeah, we did. Okay, so it's from total. Their influence dropped to 22%. And our independence increased to 40. Rudolf Schuster forms a new government in Slovakia. Western outlook. Good on them. Good on them. And we finished the defensive revisionism. Okay, that is pretty good. So let's find the Ukroboronprom. Establishing Ukroboronprom will allow us to compete better in the world's arms market. The Bureau will participate in military technical partnership with many foreign powers and domestic companies. Crafting a new agency will allow the best management to focus on strategic decisions and long-term programs for our defense industries. Okay, so gain base war support, not that we will be power hungry, and extra research bonus for infantry fighting vehicles. Well, if you wish to do that, then you can do that. I wonder with Russia. Russia is working on something called Strong Arm Ukraine. Okay. Increase Russian influence in Ukraine by around 5%. Oh, I don't like that. Condemn Ukrainian Russophobia and then seize Crimea. Oh, holy hell no. God damn it. God damn it. I thought we would have more time. Please don't come after me, Russia. Why are you doing that? Self-defensive option. Is there something... Pro-Russian parties is in faction with Russia. Okay, so they're coming after us. That is not great. That is not great. Not entirely think we're ready for that, to be quite honest with you. I mean, we're working on some defensive capabilities, but this is hardly what I wanted to do. Okay, so do we want to disband the militias or get the support campaigns? Let's get the support campaigns at this point. We need to increase the stability of our regime. I have a feeling that that's going to play a big role in the upcoming hassle with Russia. Okay, we're at 64%. Need to get higher. Reign in Donbass, that would remove some of the foreign claims on these areas. No, I'm not entirely sure that is something. What's the status of our units? Well, fighting strength is getting progressively better, though their defense is not great. Yeah. This is not good. But our tank division's defense, hard attack. Well, we're, slowly equipping them. Little by little, day by day, you can see that everything they lack, we're providing piece by piece. Manpads, the anti-tank missiles, the utility vehicles, everything is being provided piece by piece. But the small arms is where this all really falls to, right? In less than a year, we'll be able to add additional factory to the small arms protection. Actually, the manpads will be done as well, though I think I might want to get a bit of a stockpile on these. I do have a stockpile on most of the other things. Quite a big one, though. Not that we would have like tons of things, but we do have tons of artillery. D30? That is some aged old gun, isn't it? And it was 2A65. Is this anti-air? No, it's artillery. 150. How much experience do we have? 69. Yeah, these are all ahead of time, so actually we're not that bad. What's this one? War on Iraq begins. Man-portable air defense systems are shoulder-launched surface-to-air missile launches. They need for... Wait, this is not a... Yeah, this is SPAA, so that's not an actual... Yeah, okay, so while this is an anti-air, this is like a self-propelled artillery. Anti-air artillery, anyway. So, war on Iraq. President Bill Clinton delivered a live address shortly after explosions rocked the Iraqi capital, Baghdad, signaling the launch of Operation Iraqi Freedom. The US-led campaign aims at ridding Iraq of its dictator Saddam Hussein and eliminating its ability to store, develop, and deploy its stockpile of weapons of mass destruction. The strike comes just days after Iraqi President Saddam Hussein defied a 48-hour deadline to leave the country. In response to the military invasion, the Republic of Iraq radio in Baghdad said that the evil ones, the enemies of God, the homeland and humanity, have committed this stupid aggression against our homeland and people. Meanwhile, US military sources have said that 5 key members of the Iraqi regime, including Saddam Hussein, were targeted in the first attack. So, United States declared war on Iraq. Okay, so they're already here. This province is owned by the United States, and I have a feeling that they're already attacking. Not entirely sure how good the Iraqi army is, but if history is anything to go by, I wouldn't bet on them. Well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see pretty quickly. To more pressing issues. How are we doing? I think we ought to disband the militia. We're gonna get extra manpower and some guns from them. These guys are really... Yeah, they don't have much, so... they're just a waste. Plus, I don't really... I don't think that's that good. But let's wait for with that decision. Oh yeah, there goes the fight. So let's speed it up and see how they're gonna progress. That seems maybe like the Iraqis attacking. Not sure how they're gonna deal with that. Increased intelligence spending. You're at war just with the Americans. Okay, they're trying to puppet you. Kurdistan. Okay, the fighting is happening. Basra will be the first target of the invasion. I know that in reality the operation in Iraq took just a few days, so I think we're already having a bit of an ahistorical fight here, but I think if they manage to get out of this little pocket, then there's not much that the Iraqis will be able to do against them. Too bad that we didn't get a possibility to get involved. That's one thing that I was actually kind of surprised. The Ukrainian army has been present in several peacekeeping operations in Africa and somewhere. I'll have to think about writing that down and talking about it in one of the episodes, because that was something that I was kind of surprised by. Valerio Zanona from the new government. Western outlook. Actually, was there a big difference in... Nope, Europeanism is increased. There is a bit of Euroscepticism everywhere now, though, which is fine, though. Europeanism has increased. It was 90% at the start of the game. Still fighting here. Okay, construction 2 has been finished. So we all know that we need construction 3. So let's just continue with that. Sure, I haven't read the description. I guess it's gonna be something amazing about how construction is improved. Adoption of modern vehicles and experience from our advancements in construction can be applied to make repairs vastly quicker. Okay. Extra 7%. Now, I don't know how fast we're doing this, but yeah, it's no longer taking 2.5 years. It's roughly a year and something. It's pretty good. So we finished the Ukroboron prom, which gives us infantry fighting vehicles bonus. And... okay. So we need 1 billion in the treasury. Okay. So I need to keep that in mind, because if we lose too much money, this will cancel. The Ukrainian Navy is washed up and nothing more than a coastal defense force. The Navy can do nothing more than secure our poorly defended ports and our wide shipping lanes across the Black Sea. It is a shocking sight when reviewing our Navy. It is time we review our naval doctrine and focus on reforming it. So 4 extra naval yards is actually pretty good, and 6 naval bases, I think that is worth it to borrow some money for. So can I increase these strength of the... Nope, I can't. Strike arms smuggling. This would give us some... Move 1 billion. Lower stability of the regime. Lowers chances of revolt. Corruption and foul play are all the rage. It's time to strike some arms smuggling operations. Yeah, but it's Russian AK-74, that's an aged weapon. Reinforce the militia. The Ukrainsky move cell template and remove all units created with it. Create Ukrainian unit in over Dnipro. 2 billion. So there's a new, I guess, new template, but it doesn't mention in here. You know what? Let's disband the militia. I want to get rid of it. It's been bugging me. Non-regular units are something that we do not need in Ukraine. It's there. Defense 11.6, soft attack 11. If we changed it to any other, yeah, hard attack would be increased, defense would be increased, breakthrough will be increased. Piercing, yeah, we don't really need militias, so let's get rid of them. We don't want them in our army. Instead, we might want to get some more regular units in the fray. Now, we do have a lot of army experience. I'm trying to postpone the reform of everything. Did they finish that condemn Ukrainian Russophobia? Should we get an event? I'm not sure. What's the regime says 64%. Oh dang, yeah. They finished that without giving us any choice in that. Their influence has increased severely. Damn. Well, at least I got it down before it went back up. They're playing their little political games with us, but I'm not gonna allow them to get us to our knees. Okay, you guys are still stuck there. It's interesting. Is there anything that we can see here? Nope, we don't have enough. I don't think our coastal boats can get there, to be honest. But hey, have we finished? Not yet, right? It's still retooling and upgrading, yeah. Frig it all. So, after that's done, let's actually... Let us actually design a Krivak 3. Finish election. Pavel Liponen re-elected. So you're using what? Anti-submarine missile. Okay, you have just one. So that's not really great. We don't really need more anti-air, so that is good. And the helipad is fine. The auxiliary stat. What is that? Anti-aircraft missiles 1. So you could get boosted. And this is what? Anti-submarine mortar. That could be also boosted. And anti-aircraft. Oh damn. Russia attacks our independence again. Okay, hold on. I need to look into this a bit. So this is okay, chill. We're trying to get more anti-aircraft missiles. So this is turret missiles, anti-aircraft missiles. Get the radar and sonar, so that's covered. Fire control system. Is that something we need? No, that's what we have already. Okay, so this will be Krivak 3. Krivak class 3. How much does it cost? 9. Okay. So after we're done with Krivak 2, I'm gonna build a Krivak 3, one of those anyway. Movement for the liberation of Congo has capitulated. The Congolese government has gone into exile and their main forces have capitulated to Congo Democratic Republic, who is now in control of their home area. Okay, so that means the war in Congo is over? No, but one of them is done, one of the insurgent groups. Although the struggles between Congo Democratic Republic and Movement for the Liberation of Congo are over, Congo is still in an all-out war, and the fighting continues elsewhere. Now, who are they exactly fighting? Rally for Congolese democracy. Okay, Rwanda and for Congolese in the north. Movement for Liberation of Congo. Okay. So the war still continues. It's not like it's done. So after we revive the Ukrainian Navy, I'm going to end the episode. But the good news is that once that is done, we are going to get 18th. No, let's do it like this. We need to finish the refit first, and then we can move on to the new construction. How many 2 naval yards? Okay. We're gonna get 3 bases in Odessa and Zaporozhye. So a shipyard will be created here, and Zaporozhye is where? I thought Zaporozhye. Oh yeah, it is here. It's okay. So that's interesting. Gonna get some here. Well, good for us. So in Odessa and Zaporozhye. So 2 ports will be created and 2 shipyards. Okay, let me just add a bit more cash into the budget because I don't want to lose that. How's the construction going? Pretty good. We have 120. Indonesia took 1 state. Aceh was annexed. Okay, they seized some equipment. Have we disbanded the militias already, or how's that progressing? We probably did, so actually I can do another support campaign to further the stability of the regime even further. Russia attacks our independence. Damn. Okay, but we revived the Ukrainian Navy, and now we can... what? More available... Do you mean I need to build another one? Then 5. Okay, that means I need to build a naval base. And I can't. Actually, I could like this, right? How long does that take? 65 hours. It's even more. No, it's as expensive as a civilian industry. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna do that because we have no other choice. Okay, so we're not getting that, but we can get a national armor production instead, which is almost as good, I guess. National armor production and new planes. Yeah. Let's go with the... Well, you know what? We're gonna deal with this the next episode. I don't know if I should focus on that or focus on something that's gonna boost the economy. I really need to do something with the corruption. So getting the foreign policy, which would boost our stability, and the EU policies and maybe something else would be a pretty good idea, even though there's quite a lot of things. Yeah, uniting the opposition. This is a 2004 thing, so we might just go ahead and get it. More support, stability, construction speed, production of... Yeah, we're probably going to go with that soon. I don't want to go too ahead of time. Just trying to think of things to do. So, you know what, let's... 150 for gaining what? 2.18 per day, so 70 days. And another 70 days, we get 300. In 140 days, an additional 280. That would be enough for widespread corruption. Well, I'll think about it. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this episode. We are starting to clash with Russia. I was hoping that would not happen, but Putin is just putting it in, and we'll have to figure out a way how to live with that. So, with that said, I think the priority might be the factories, because we definitely need more guns. Though, the budget, man. The budget. That's something that we will be struggling with for... Yeah, you know what? I'll think about it. See you in the next episode.